from Iridium. Hope you're doing all right today. Still in the car. I haven't been here all night or anything. It's the next day. So I've done some reviews yesterday from the car, explaining that I'm at work and I've got to get these reviews out. So you're getting them from the car. So it's all right, isn't it? Don't matter. No, it don't. So moving on to the next review. So listen to this today. Band called Toxicrose and the album called In for the Kill. These are a Swedish band. The album was also out, of course, like every other release, last Friday, the 24th of September. What sort of band are these? Well, they're from Sweden, so you're going to expect that melody that you get from them Swedish bands. You know, there's so many at the moment. But they do add something a bit different. So looking at their website, it said, and I totally agree with this, dark, sleazy metal. I definitely agree with that. It's definitely dark, it's sleazy. I mean, the look of the band even, they're right up, makeup, levers. They look like Shout at the Devil, Motley Crue, period, but a bit more leather. Bit of fire on the album cover, that sort of thing. So, yeah, they look cool. They've got a good image, a really good image. So it's going to make them stand out a little bit. Not that it ain't been done before, I know that. But, they look very cool indeed. They've had one EP out before this. So it's their debut album. Let me run you through the band names. Some of them are quite funny. So, not these first two. You got Tom Wooder on the guitar. Johan Sandberg on the bass. Andy Lipsticks, he's on the vocals, and Michael Sweet on the drums. No, not that one, not that one. He's definitely a different Michael Sweet on the drums. So, quite funny. Andy Lipsticks, I like that. So, first thing I'll say is about the vocalist. Sorry about the tea. It's tea break. I've got to get my tea in as well. Sort of a raw rasp to his voice, and along with the music as well, it sort of reminded me a little bit of Blackie Lawless. Not totally the same. I'm not saying he sounds like Blackie, but he's got that sort of rasp to his voice, which suits the sleazy dark metal. Production is great on this album. It's quite bass heavy. I can hear the bass rumbling in the mix. I love it when they don't forget the bass on these albums these days. Some bands forget the bass. It's got to be there. It's got to be rumbling. It does it on this. So it's a really good bassy production. For fans of Wasp, again, I've mentioned Wasp already. Crash Diet, another Swedish band. Definitely fans of them. And they mix up their music. It's quite modern with some melodic sort of 80s touches as well. Quite a few whoa-whoas. Fun, quite a fun album to listen to with those whoa-whoas in a lot of the choruses, gang vocals, that sort of stuff. So sleazy, dark, sort of fun metal. So, I mean, it's not, sleaze metal is something that I don't always get into. I would say if you're into this sort of music, there's a lot to love. They're great musicians. They're fun to listen to. They're heavy and very melodic. It's not, this sort of thing isn't always for me, but I can see there's some great talent in this band and some great songs as well. And I'm going to run through them. 10 tracks to talk about. Blood on Blood starts off heavy metal riffing throughout the verses. Some great vocals here. And like I said, straight away, you can hear that sort of raspness that Blackie's got. It isn't quite as distinguishable as Blackie's voice, but yeah, he's got that rasp. Very catchy chorus with great backing vocals from the band. Gang vocals, and you get that a lot. Next up is Heroes. Left to drown in a radioactive waste. A heavy chugging riff. Has some sort of cool power metal feels mixed in as well on this one. Again, the band are great with those backing vocals, essential part of the band. So they not only do the gang vocals and the whoa-whoas, they also do some great harmonising vocals as well. In for the Kill is next. Now, this is a really great song. Love this one. A brilliant classic metal riff kicks off. Then we get a great stomping verse with that bass really prevalent here. It gives you that stomp. A great shout it out loud chorus. my favourite track so far on the album. Remedy's next, a cool stuttering chugging riff in this one. A great sort of modern chorus, but really melodic as well. So they do really sound updated, you know. They don't sound, you know, old fashioned or anything like that. You can tell when you're listening to them, they're a new band, but they bring that melody in as well. Angel Down is next. Now, this is a bit of an epic one, 7 minutes and 18 seconds. They sort of seem to cover a lot of genres of music within this track. You can hear the Wasp influences coming through as well for me. It's sort of dark, horror sort of vibe coming through, sort of the feel of the song, through the song. You can hear the devil being mentioned, but I think it's like fighting against the devil, I think, what I was trying to make out of the lyrics. A very catchy sort of European metal chorus as well. An epic song, actually, which ends sort of in a beautiful acoustic intro as well. So they sort of like do everything in this song. Quite a cool track. Out of Time is next. A very good track. One of my favourites as well. Some Maiden-esque guitar melody kicks this one off before a real heavy, sort of almost thrashy riff kicks in throughout the verses. Another modern, open, soaring chorus here, which has a really cool stomp. Some great guitar work, and I've got to say, I said at the beginning of this, musicians are great. Man, they are fantastic, really talented guys. Dominate Nation is next. It's our time, it's our life, a faster rocking track here, sort of medium to fast paced, I'd say. It has a great musical passage 2/3 of the way through, sort of mixing amazing guitar work with some sort of symphonic elements as well, and some really heavy riffing. They really mix it up sometimes, this band. Very cool. So they're not just about the sleaze rock, they sort of touch upon other genres as well, for sure. Open Up and Bleed is next. This sounds almost sort of melodic, sort of modern metal in approach, with a sort of stuttering heavy riff throughout the verses, and sort of goes into a very catchy melodic chorus. Next up is New Breed. The song reminds me a bit more of their sort of Swedish peers a little bit more, you know, the Eclipse and Heat and bands like that. It sort of has that feel to it for me, especially the start of the song and the chorus. Next up is The Great Escape, definitely mixing that sleazy sort of sound. This is the last track, sort of a more modern sound here, I'd say. A catchy chorus with some whoa-ohs. Whoa, that sort of thing going through this, I think I can remember. A great galloping metal riff as well in the verses. So I think there's something for everyone here, you know, because you've got that melody, you've got that sleaze. If you like a bit of sleaze in your metal, you'd definitely love this. But they touch upon other things as well. Very clever indeed. But they've got that modern feel, but with, like I said, their melodies running through. They're not like a lot of modern bands now that ain't got no melody. They've got plenty of that, absolutely plenty of that. I actually found, I want to give a quick plug, and I don't actually know the guys, it's just it's a really good YouTube channel that I got this release off, because you can't, sometimes releases are missed from certain websites that I visit. So there's a great YouTube channel called Metal Collision, and once a week, usually at the weekends, they bring out the releases for that week. And it covers absolutely every genre of metal. And it's just a bit of music running through, no one talking. And it just flashes up with the album cover, the band, the genre of music. So that's handy. And I've found albums coming out off of this that I haven't seen anywhere else. So it's a great site to join. So Metal Collision, check that site out. Subscribe to the channel. Like I said, I don't know the guys. I'm not plugging them. I am plugging them, but I don't know them. I just think it's a great channel to watch. It's just like literally 5, 6, 7 minutes of album covers, what's coming out that week and what genre they are, where they're from, I think. And this, you know, it's great. It was really good for finding new music, I found. So Metal Collision, don't forget that one. Toxicrose, definitely you know, I really recommend this to people into this dark, sleazy, melodic metal. It's a great album. Check it out. Let me know. I'm going to put some snippets anyway, so you can check it out, and you can check out their full videos on YouTube. I'll see you next time.